Marshmallows. You can't hear a campfire story without them. But these aren't modern tweets. These gooey treats have a surprisingly long history that goes way back to ancient Egypt. We're talking thousands of years before roasting sticks and graham crackers. Forget futuristic space food, marshmallows are one of the most ancient treats in the world. They started as a mixture made with sap, starch, and wheat. But how does this simple recipe transform into the fluffy candies we love? Let's find out in today's video. First things first, the ingredients need to be gathered. Forget the marshmallow plant stuff of old times. These days, marshmallows are all about a few key ingredients: corn syrup, cornstarch, and water. They form the base of the squishy treat. Some other ingredients might be joining the mix depending on the recipe. Wheat flour or egg whites can add something extra to the texture. Next, we have the flavor enhancers. The colors, the tastings, everything to keep things interesting. These make sure the marshmallows look and taste amazing. Finally, the secret weapon: gelatin. This is the ingredient that gives marshmallows their bounce. It's the same stuff that makes gummy bears wiggle. Even if gelatin itself comes from animal bones, don't worry. The marshmallow making process is totally sweet. With all the ingredients gathered, it's time to mix them up. Mixing might sound boring, but mess up even a little and your marshmallows could turn out funky. That's why factories are super careful with this step. They control the temperature, speed, and moisture to get things just right. It all happens in two parts. First, the main crew, corn syrup, cornstarch, and any wheat flour or egg whites, get a good stir for a few minutes. Once they're a thick paste, a specific amount of water needs to be added. Next comes the heat. The entire mixture gets whisked together and cranked up to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. This cooks everything through. The separate ingredients get transformed into a smooth, uniform marshmallow batter. But perfection is key in the marshmallow world. Even the tiniest lumps can ruin the texture. To catch sneaky lumps that escape, they push the mixture through a super fine sieve. This ensures a smooth base for the next step: whipping up the marshmallows. Till now, we haven't added the fun stuff: the flavors, colors, and gelatin. Those get added after the mixture becomes a smooth, even paste, and whipping is where the magic really happens. If you've ever made whipped cream, that's kind of what goes down here. The mixture gets blasted with super fast mixing, not slow and gentle. This injects a ton of air, similar to how you fluff up whipped cream. Air is practically the fourth ingredient in marshmallows. That's why they're so light. It's the same trick used in meringue, angel food cake, and even scrambled eggs. But there's more to this whipping step than just air. While the mixture gets pummeled by industrial mixers, the gelatin activates. It starts to bind everything together, acting like glue. At the same time, it traps all that air that was just added, creating the foundation for that delightful marshmallow fluff. Remember the runny liquid you saw at the start? Gelatin transforms it into a chewy, structured candy. Once the mixture gets fluffier and bigger, doubling or tripling its size, it's ready to move on to the next step. Before the 1950s, marshmallows were a lot of effort. Each one needed longer to form their skin, and they were more chewy than fluffy. Then came the extruding machine, a game changer for marshmallows. With high pressure, these machines could pump in tons of air, creating